How you doing, Taki?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Did that game remind you of Washington State's last year?
Yeah, it actually did. We were, me and the boys were all sitting there, man. It's crazy you say that because we said that before it even was over. We was just like Washington State, man. We've been here, like, we never lost doubt in our preparation. So it was just like, we really, like, the D-line was like, just like Washington State. Like, and then you see Boston get the pick and we're like, dang, just like Washington State, I guess. So it was like a jinx for us. So we were just laughing on the sideline. But I think we really fell down to our preparation. I think Landing and the guys did a great job of just coaching us up that entire week and just kind of talking about adversity, and like that was the biggest thing he talked about this week. And I think it showed up for us, man. We left a lot on the table. I feel like I left a lot on the table. I feel like as a defense we left a lot, and I know that offense feels like they left a lot, and that wasn't our best performance. But I feel like we fought it. We played a really good team, man. I'm just happy to get out of there with the dub. So you can ask for.
What do you feel like that you guys as a defense in particular left on the table? What do you mean by that?
For us, it was more just putting communications on film. We could have got a couple more sacks than we did. I missed a couple sacks, tackles, and just talking up front, just kind of getting home and keeping Tyler in the pocket. And I think that's one thing we got to work on, especially with these few games coming up, especially this week too. Just kind of working on those things we messed up, so opponents don't use that as a weakness for us.
Yeah, it can be hard to kind of take lessons from a win. When you lose, you obviously, you see areas for growth. It can be a little more challenging not to get satisfied with a win. How do you feel like you guys have embraced that attitude the last couple days?
Just going to the doctors, like Lanny says. Like, people talk about that, but that's something he really preaches, is going to the doctor. So we all came in, he talked about that. It was a great game. And he talked about how we beat ourselves, So the thing for us was like cleaning up those small things and just talking about communicating. So then we went in and corrected all of the mistakes we made in the games, and it kind of was nice to see that and be like, okay, like this is where I could have been better. Like, this is the step from being good to great. So that's the one thing I appreciate about landing and going to the doctors on Sunday.
Walk us through the fourth down stop, and you can talk about the quarterback run. So there it is. So
yeah.
What are you thinking? What's going through your mind on what you have to do on that play?
For me, the whole game was just like, I told the boys, I said, this is a big identity game for us, man. We're going in a great environment, and it was like, there's no way you would ever want to stop me. Like, the boys, the biggest thing this team asked us was for the trenches to be a lot more physical and make more plays. So I think that was just a big play between me and Brandon. I think it was just funny watching it. Like, I was just talking to Brandon. I was like, I just saw him just slowly running up. So I was like, oh, and then I saw Brandon tackling. And I just jumped in there and pulled him back, and I was just like, the look, fourth down stop, and it was just probably one of the best moments so far.
That's kind of epitomized when you're talking about keeping a quarterback in, a mobile quarterback. Obviously, he was doing a lot on the edge. So, like, what can a nose or a shade do? Well, you can be a two-gap guy. You can be filling up the A-gap guy. So what do you do in that spot to help stopping mobile quarterbacks?
Yeah. So for me, it's pretty much just closing in those gaps, those A and B gaps, and when I get that double, being able to just push one of them back and kind of being able to just keep myself free. So if that quarterback does try to get out, and then allowing all my other guys to have one-on-one blocks, because that helps a lot with someone like me being inside and obviously being a nose. They're going to sometimes tend to slide to that guy. So just having two guys on me allows for the rest of my brothers to eat. So, and then it also helps that T.O.D. goes over it every week with us, like, this is a cage, like, when we talk about it with the back end, linebackers, so that's the biggest part about, and the emphasis that they put in caging quarterbacks, and I think we just got to improve on it every week.
What do you make of Brandon Dorles's play against Tech? How good was he, like, when you were playing right next to him?
Oh, it was good. I love when the boys make plays. That's all I want. Like, that's what brings me the most happiness, is when all my boys make plays, and it's just like showing all the hard work we went through camp, and just to finally see us live those out is just great.
Silly question.
Yeah.
You played here as a visiting player. You've been here last season.
Yeah.
Before kickoffs, it was always Joker and the Thief in the Night. We heard in week one, 24s. You a TI fan? Who made this? Was this a player-led thing to switch up is 24s now the new theme song for this team or something? Or
I don't know who chose that. They got some bad song taste. Just kidding. No. It's cool. It's cool. No, I'm just joking. It's cool. I listen to whatever. So I just be vibing. I be in my own world, like, with these two guys. Yeah. Sure.
So hi, Taki Taimani. So for breakfast, I know you love breakfast. What's your favorite food?
So I don't eat in the morning. I try not to, obviously, But I actually have my beautiful Starbucks cup, and I just go down to the cafeteria, pour some nice coffee in there, some chocolate milk, and I just drink my chocolate milk for the morning, and I'm all good.
Favorite food though? Like
I don't like it. Not a fan.
fried
Not a
chicken.
breakfast guy.
Fried chicken.
Not a
Come on,
breakfast
fried
guy.
chicken and rice.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.